Hello, can you hear me? You get it? Awesome. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with another tester. Today we're playing Minecraft. We are going to discuss today what I've been doing this weekend and also what I've been up to in the past few weeks. This, of course, again, like I said, is a tester. So although we're on Minecraft at the moment, in the next few weeks, we'll be playing on different games. Talking about what I've been up to, last weekend I went to the Black Country Museum, which I have put a couple of reels out about it. At the Black Country Museum, Peaky Blinders was filmed there for a little bit. If you like Peaky Blinders or you've watched Peaky Blinders, it is where the first season in particular was filmed. If you can remember, it was in the early stages. There was a boat, and if I was you, I'd take a look, but obviously, of course, it's up to you. There's lots on where the Peaky Blinders was filmed. Also, a few weeks ago, you may remember, I had a fundraiser. Now, during that fundraiser, I had my head shaved, hence the bald head. It's finally come off, and actually, I've grown quite fond of it. So I'm going to give it a go till the end of the year. At the end of the year, I likely will grow it back, but we'll see. I definitely enjoyed having my hair shaved. I was nervous at first, but I actually enjoyed it afterwards then. So it might be something I'll consider doing again in the future, to raise a bit of money. If you saw the first tester, you might know where we are at the moment in Minecraft. This is the map area. I do plan to add some maps on the walls and do some different things. Like this is the magic room. I call it the magic room. Obviously, this is where the stairs are at. This is the workshop. Obviously, these are my dogs. It's my fireplace. Lovely jubbly. We'll head back upstairs, so I can tell you, of course, where we are. This is the cinema. Have a little watch, sit down, and have a watch of a film. This is the bathroom, you know, some nice lights. It's the shower and the loo. And this is the sink and the mirror, you know. So that's nice, you know, it's where we have our dinner. Yeah, that's where we have our food. And this is my bedroom, you know, with the computer and nice picture, my bed, you know, and some music if we want to. And we got our little balcony as well, you know, watch over the farm, all the different animals, you know, we got down here, we got our cows. This is so no monsters jump in. It's our sheep. And here's our chickens. They've just laid us an egg. Happy days. Got some fruit as well. You know, we grow some fruit. It's our pool. And I created this little this creates clay, this does, so we don't have to go digging all the time in the water for some clay. It's our gardens, and this is where I go, and I call it a dig site, even though it's a nice little house as well, which we can add more to in the future. We can add more to, but this is where we dig, go down, and I'm on creative at the moment, so I'll drop down to the bottom. We got a few things, you know. I plan to make this, and got another one down here, you know. There's lots to discuss, you know. There's all sorts you can do. Yeah, sorry about that. There we go. That's the dig site. As you might have noticed just then, part of what makes me unique, I guess, is, and I have mentioned it in previous videos, I do have an ultra rare form of epilepsy in which only 200 people in the world has got. So you just know me blank out a little bit. That's not a seizure. That's just a blank out. Seizures can last around 30 minutes. But I'm also a trustee and patient advocate for the charity who supports people with ring chromosome 20 epilepsy. But yeah, I have an ultra rare form of epilepsy, which only 200 people in the world has got. Out of 7.6 billion people. That's an estimate off the top of my head. So that's not fact, but that's roughly around how many people. So yeah, it's a very small charity, Ring 20 Research and Support UK, and it's hard to get the funds considering how small we are, but we are a very family led charity. I go to different conferences around the UK, I talk and help people with the same condition as myself. That's what the fundraiser was for a couple of weeks ago. That's what the head shave was for, to raise money for Ring 20 Research and Support UK. So yeah, I do lots of things for R20, and it's really good. I'm really proud of the fundraiser and everyone that helped out, and really proud of everyone who works with R20 to help. But yeah, I've always been seen as unique. That's always the word that's used a lot. But yeah, once upon a time I used to ask why me, but now I say why not me. It's like it's what it is, and better me than someone else. But yeah, it's my little underwater city that I'm starting. It's in progression. Some of our friends there. But yeah, and I'm someone who's always open to questions about my condition. Really, I'm very much an open book. So if there is any questions, don't feel like I'll be uncomfortable about them. In terms of my condition, so if you do want to ask a question, I'm open to answering. Yeah, this is our little underwater underwater city. Yeah, that's my little claim to fame. I'm one of around 200 people in the world with this condition. So yeah, there'll be future fundraisers. There'll be more fundraisers. There'll be conferences. There'll be family events. Um, we've done so many before, and there will be more. Um, but yeah, it's good. I got photos of old fundraisers, fundraisers I've done before, conferences I've been to. Um, if you guys want some of those photos, I will put them on. On Facebook. Um, and if there's and some of the videos from there, I can put on YouTube. Yes. You see me now. You see me like doing things. When I was a kid, it was very, very different. I was having around 36 seizures a day. I was going around all different. When I first got diagnosed, I was going around all different hospitals. I couldn't think of the word then. Do apologise. But hospitals, went to Great Ormond Street, went to Oxford, everywhere, basically, because no one knew a thing about my condition. And actually, to this day, I've never had a doctor who's treated R20 other than myself. I did once, for one day, I did travel up to Scotland. To see someone who had treated another patient with R20. I had to travel up to Scotland because the next closest was in the USA. But that was for one day, and it was quite a trek. It was quite a travel, considering I'm from Wales. But yeah, I've got lots of stories about living with ring 20, which is short for ring chromosome 20 epilepsy. So if I say ring 20 or R20, it's just short for ring chromosome 20. Yeah, so things from conferences, from all the families getting together, from I've got all sorts. We've had fundraisers before. So yeah, as you can tell, it's a big part of my life. It's been part of my life since I was 8 years old. That's when I got diagnosed. You know, it's that's what I come with. You know, I ooh, the cat is coming in. Um, but yeah, it's really interesting because you know I had lived with R20 for a good few years, but I didn't really know anything about the condition on a genetic level um, until I actually became like um, what's what we call a champion, um, which is a group of people, some with R20, some parents, family members, we're a group of people who um, just help um, work um, work to help R20, and yeah, they're all an awesome bunch of people, Um, it's some I've met some brilliant people through this, and it's not just the UK. Is people from I got a buddy who's from and lives in Belgium. Um, I'm not really sure I should mention his name, so I won't do. Uh, Same as I got a friend from Portugal, and it's brilliant. It's very um, spread, and there's people with R20 from Australia, the US of A. It's spread, and I've met a lot of really nice families through working with R20. I got messages from when I was in hospital with the operation. A lot of the families messaged me, gave me messages of support, which was amazing. So a lot of those families I've grown quite fond of. They're really nice people. Yeah, I tried to do my part. There have been times probably when my motivation hasn't been great, but overall, I like to think I've done quite a bit for the charity. But yeah, now I'm trying to do, when I say my own thing, You know, I'll have a little drink before I explain more. You know, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, you know, I've always kind of been quite ambitious to a certain extent. You know, the charity gave me so much confidence, whereas when I was a kid, I was no confidence whatsoever. I was bullied a lot. Let's just say, I think pretty much everyone um, you know, they, when I was a kid, I don't think anyone saw me doing half the things I've done now, you know. So now I kind of want to do my mum and my stepdad, even my dad to it, they were very working class, hard working people. Sorry about my feet there. It always kind of like, even though I can't work, the one thing I always grew up dreaming about doing myself is working and having my own own family type, you know. What's that? Sorry about that. Is it over?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.